Guys, welcome back to Survival Living here. Yes, I am on the road. Got some things to talk about with everything going on overseas. I mean, reports are now that the Iranian president's helicopter had a crash landing or a hard landing somewhere in the mountains of northern Iran. I don't believe in coincidences, but yeah. Anyway, today is Sunday. I want to bring you guys along. I am extremely busy. Right now, I'm heading out of town. One of our viewers, friend of ours, community member, has a vehicle that is not running. A couple weeks ago, I went out here. Alright, so originally, they said that they think they blew their head gasket. And they put some sealant in it. It won't crank, won't run. So I came out a couple weeks ago and did some testing. I didn't see anything as far as head gasket concerned, but she'll turn over and she's got fire, but she just won't run. Unfortunately, I did not have a fuel pressure gauge with me to check that, but I'm pretty sure it's a fuel pump. So I just picked up a fuel pump for this vehicle. It's some Mazda Protege, and we're heading out to the property to get this guy back on the road, because I know what it's like not having help. You against the freaking world. Been there, done that. It's rough. And when your vehicle goes down and you're way out in the middle of nowhere, it's tough. You can't get to work, you can't get to the store. It's just rough. So we're heading out now, guys. That's what community does. He didn't ask me to come out and fix his car or anything. He just told me he was having problems, and being a mechanic, I know a little something about a little something. So we're heading out today and see if we can't get him back on the road. Now guys, with this Iranian president helicopter crash landing, hard landing, whatever it is, there should be a pop-up there somewhere for you guys. This here is still, at the time of this filming, still speculation. There was a Armada convoy, 3 helicopters were going from point A to point B. One of the helicopters did contain the president of Iran, and they lost contact with 2 of them due to bad weather conditions, fogs. One of them did make it to their, final destination. They believe one did go down. They believe at this time it did contain the president of Iran, but they don't know yet because of the weather conditions. They can't get out there. They're going out there, but they just can't find the crash site or the landing site. Now guys, this is very concerning, mainly because CIA operations, we know, not just CIA, Israeli. Alright, Hamas, you got the stuff going on with Israel right now. Kept on telling you, Iran's backing this stuff up. Would not surprise me if the US or Israel, or both, worked together on this and took it down. Then again, bad weather, bad mechanic, old equipment can break down a helicopter. So we don't know what's going on just yet. If it was just bad mechanics and the helicopter went down due to bad weather conditions, whatever, okay. If not, if there's something else going on and they took this down, guys, make sure your stuff is in order. We try to prepare for as many things as possible. I try to be as real as possible. Some things I don't discuss with y'all, or I only show you what I want you to see because of Operation Security. I know being on YouTube as a prepper would make me a target in the long run. Now, with that, we've got 66,000, 67,000 people watching the channel. Well, that's how many subscriber counts. On average, we only got about 1,200 to 2,000 people that watches our channel. So, end all be all happens, my chances of running into somebody that knows I'm a prepper is very slim. But hey, who knows? I mean, that's why you make sure you have defensive tools, you work on your security, all that good stuff. You build groups. This right here, this is a community member. He's way out here, but he is part of my group. Needs help. We're going out here to hopefully, fingers crossed, fix this man's vehicle. Get him back on the road. Alright guys, so as a mechanic, I never claimed to be the best mechanic, but relatively good. This is what we got. We got a 2000 Mazda Protege with 1.6 liter. Coil packs have been changed. Let's go back to the story. This thing here had an oil change. Driving back from the oil change, it was running like crap. Went to gas station, whatever, and it wouldn't crank. Took forever to get the crank again. Drove it straight home, and now here she sits. It will not crank. So, new coil packs, new spark plugs. I attempted starting fluid inside the throttle body, no fire. When I checked the spark of the spark plugs, I've got an orange spark, not blue. Check the fuses, everything's good in that department. I was thinking fuel pump. Change out the fuel pump, still will not crank. I'm fixing to crank this up so you guys can hear it. Hopefully we got some of the mechanics here that can give me some insight. So I went and packed the tailpipe to make sure I could smell gasoline, and yeah, it's getting fuel, just not firing up. So enough yah-yah, let's make sure we crank this up. We'll turn it over and let you hear it.
So close.
So that is the sound, guys. You can smell the fuel coming out the tailpipe. It's just not firing. You can hear things trying to turn over. Don't know. Hopefully you guys can help me in this department here, because really thinking it was a fuel pump. That is not the case. As far as we know, time and chain, everything's good. Again, don't know. So hopefully you guys can hit the comment section for me and give me some ideas and insight. The biggest problem I have with this vehicle is that I cannot find any information on chasing anything down. All right. Speak to you guys later. All right, guys. So that was a bust. My door's open. There we go. That was a bust. I don't know. I'm hoping some of the mechanics here on the channel can help me with that. Like I said, you know, hit me up in the comments section or email me, guys. I'm gonna hit the electrical again. I don't know. We even swapped fuses and stuff around. I think it's a 30 amp on the injectors, so I was thinking maybe something going on with the injectors. I don't have a fuel pressure gauge, guys. Don't know. Anyway, back at it, going back to the house. I gotta pick up my wife. Today was my off day. Community, yes, as preppers, I am a big advocate on having prepping community. This particular individual is part of our community. Now, he's out here in the sticks, which is what I love being at, don't get me wrong. Me and him took a nice little walk down on his property and stuff. I won't go too much into the information there. A couple weeks ago, he offered if I wanted to do any of my survival campouts and stuff out there, I'm welcome to. So me and him went out, did a walk around the property and stuff. It was a nice piece of land out there. Access to water out there, nice woodage. It's secluded. I love it. I do. So I might actually hit him up on that. It might be a nighttime insertion or late evening on a Wednesday after work. Go in Thursday, do everything I need to do, and then a walkout early Friday AM, because I have to be back at work, you know, type of stuff. But, you know, it is what it is. When you have split days off, it's kind of hard to do your outdoor stuff, because I like to do out in the field. I don't like just being out in the backyard somewhere. I like being out in the woods, and this gives me an option for that. So yeah, now guys, with everything going on in the world, I do encourage you to be preparing as much as possible. Man, it's not just going out and buying canned goods. All right, I try to stress that out a lot on my channel. I've had people call me more of a survivalist than a prepper. I argue the difference. I think they go hand in hand. You need to have preps to hold you over, whether you're injured, exhausted. You need to have skills. You need to have skills when preps fail, or if you have to bug the hell out of a scenario. It's what's going to keep you alive. And I get the comments, well, I'm disabled, I'm elderly. I understand that 100%. This is why I also push on having community. Have places to go, have people come to you to extract you out of a bad location. Just riding out, shit hits the fan in your house is not the end-all be-all answer. We all want to stay home. We all want to stay home where our preps are, where we feel secure, we feel safe there. And there's many scenarios that you can. But what happens when they do it door to door? What happens if there is some form of invasion here in America? Now, the comments that I will see here on the channel is that if somebody jumps on America, everybody will band together. Wolverines, we will all fight. I don't feel that in our country anymore. Not here in America. There's been way too much political division. There's too many sympathizers of collaborators of foreign powers. There's too many rogue elements in our country. We've already been invaded, in my opinion. What you can rely on is what's in your household, what groups you build, and I'm going to continue to work with my groups. I got a lot of them all over. Just a quick ride out or a long hike out to meet these people. So guys, you know who you are. We've met on many occasions. You are part of the group. You know that. We need to tighten up these nooses on this. We need to take a look at a lot more training, communication. We need to be looking at things really hard. And I encourage everybody else out there to do the same. You can talk to your neighbors, be covert about it. Don't bang on the door screaming about the illumination people and the free bricklayers and how the elites are poisoning us with fluoride. Granted, I believe that, sure. But that's not your opening start to people, especially when you're trying to build groups. Because if it is, I hate to say it guys, there are a lot of crazy ass people in the prepping community. A lot. Alright? I'm talking about complete wingnut jobs. This is something that you don't want in your camera falling. This is something you do not want in your group. Reason being, Trust. Anybody that's part of your group, you have to be able to trust 100%. These are people that you have to vet. These are people you have to go camping with. These are people that are now part of your life. They become family. And I'm talking about real family you can rely on. But relying on people goes both ways. It can't just be one-sided, help me, help me, help me, help me. It's give and take, just like relationships. That's how trust is built. You have to go through shit. It's a sticky, tricky situation. It is, being able to trust somebody. And there will be the comments, I don't trust anybody. I only do lone wolf. Hey, you do you, my friend, alright? I was a lone wolf prepper, survivalist for a very long time. I also know what it is to get injured out in the field, in the middle of nowhere. I know what it's like to get lost. Yeah, I've been lost before. I know what it's like to actually go hungry, and I mean days without eating, and not just sitting on the couch deciding to go on a food strike. I'm talking about having to survive out in the woods. Nothing's biting, nothing's hitting the traps, no game around. I've been in those situations. Having people, you know, that's the thing, having people you can trust. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me. I got to focus on the road. Get this video out to you guys. Now, again, mechanics, guys, I could use your help here. I am a mechanic myself, but I am not the world's greatest. There are some things that stump me. That's why we use the computer. Sorry, guys, my hand fell asleep. That's still, my shoulder never has healed up right. Every now and then, my arm goes dead. Like blood circulation, stuff like that. It still gets pinched in my shoulder from that rotator cuff injury. Again, injuries, guys. Yeah, I do all kind of training and stuff, but you need people. Alright, guys, speak to y'all later. Keep prepping. Watch the news. Watch the information coming from other prepping channels. Don't freak out, but look at it. You can see what's coming our way. Get prepared for it. Alright, speak to y'all later.